Hey, it's Dorleen, and today I'm working in my junk journal on this 2-page spread. So before I start with that, you'll see that on both sides I have some tissue paper that's already decoupaged on there. But what I decided to do is use some acrylic paint, and I'm just covering them up. And you still can see the pattern a little bit coming through, but I wasn't too concerned about keeping that. I did, however, keep that panda because he's so super cute, and no matter what, I was going to work him into this project. You'll see on that right side that that is a photo envelope, and so right now it is a pocket, and I wanted to keep it a pocket, so you'll see me every so often put my fingers or my hand inside there because I don't want that paint to act like a glue. So when it dries, or when it's drying, I'm trying to keep it airy so it still remains a pocket, even though I don't really know what I'm going to put in there, but for now I want it to be a pocket. Please go to my blog. It'll be listed below, and I'm in my blog. I'll have more details on the products that I used, what color paints that I used. You'll also get close-up pictures of the project, the finished project, and of course the video as well. And if you're not already, please hit the subscribe button. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. I do post at least one video a week. I try to make the videos about 10 minutes long. That's kind of like my goal. Sometimes they're less, sometimes they're more, but I cut out a lot of repetitive steps. So you will notice as I'm going through this video, I may be working on one leaf, and then the next thing you know, all 10 leaves are showing on the page. But basically it's because I'm using the same products, I'm doing the exact same thing, it's just repetitive. So I hope that's something that's okay with you. Please give me a comment if you prefer to see every step, and just know that that will prolong the video. As I mentioned earlier, I'm just taking different colors of acrylic paint, excuse me, and I will have those listed on my blog, but I'm just going through creating stems, creating leaves, and just trying to fill up the spread, the 2-page spread, with those beautiful lemons. Even though it's winter time right now, I must have spring on my mind because I just felt like doing something colorful and bright and springy. So, I guess spring is just right around the corner, and I'm looking forward to it. The image over on the right, the panda bear, is an image that I got from Willowing, or it's willowingarts.com, I want to say. But either way, I will have the exact address down below and on my blog. But that was a freebie that she supplied during one of her free art lessons. And so I did print it and I placed it there. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with it at this point. And, you'll see me fiddling around with his belly area, because I'm still not sure, but I hope you'll be happy with how it turns out. I know I am. So what I'm doing now is I thought by using that really light, bright green, that would be a good color to do some kind of shadowing and stuff on the lemons. But as I'm putting it down, I realized early on that I do not like it because it just makes it look too much like a lime, in my opinion. So I add more yellow to it, and I just keep playing with it and playing with it. And you'll see me, kind of give up. And at one point they're really green. And then at the end, I just decide to pretty much put yellow over it again. And I do end up liking it. And another thing that I've been doing is, if you look, especially the one on that top left, look at how skinny that lemon is. So I'll add more paint to give some more fullness on those lemons. And it's just fun. This is my art journal. It's my junk journal. I hope you had a chance to look through my flip throughs. And on the blog post, I can put links to the flip throughs. And you can also check my playlist, or also my index of my junk journal, if you're interested in looking through those. And I enjoy kind of showing those pages off. What I'm doing now is I'm trying to add a little bit of white to see if that makes a little bit of difference on kind of highlighting the lemons. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. I do not claim to be an artist or a painter or professional in any way, but this art journal / junk journal, whatever you want to call it, is just such a fun way to play with products and just express yourself artistically. And, you know, the worst that's going to happen is I'm going to hate it and then I'm going to cover it up with something else. But I do end up loving it, and I think that's the fun thing is you just keep on playing with it until you find something you like. Again, I grabbed some white paint, and you can see that I'm trying to mix it with some yellow. And look at, now you can see what I mean. I just pretty much went with the yellow paint. I'm using the back part of the paintbrush, dipping it in some black acrylic paint, and just putting some little dots here and there on each lemon to give it some interest. And that little thing right there, it probably looks familiar to you guys if you ever cut hair. Not that I do, but that's my husband's, what do you call that? Clippers, the comb. The clipper died out and we were going to throw away the whole set. And I decided to keep some of those combs because I thought they would be really good to make marks on this type of thing. And look how cute that is. And I didn't want to waste paint. I hate wasting medium. So I'm just using my heat gun to dry in between layers. And again, I won't show that because, you know, we don't need to see paint drying. But I go through, I try to line these leaves with that black and realize my hand is not steady enough for that. So I'll stop early on. Matter of fact, later on I'll use an actual Sharpie to do that. But instead of wasting that paint, I use my favorite script stamp and put some paint on there and then just randomly stamp the script. Now, I don't always clean my stamps, but I always clean them when I'm using a different medium. So when I'm using paint with my stamps, I will clean them thoroughly, especially with that stamp because I love it. And then what I decided to do is I put that Marina Mist, I think is a color, but again, it will be on my blog. And I just use one of those finger sponge daubers and just draw circles here and there just to add more whimsy to the page. Again, it's very springy, it's very colorful. And I also put like white dots here and there. And at some point, I think I click on over, here it is, I drew white circles around those circles, or rings around the circle. And also on the leaves and stuff, I just did some highlighting. And I did that with my Posca paint pen, which I will show off in a minute. Now, so for that panda, again, I wanted to use him, and I found a great way. I looked on Pinterest to find this quote, and everything I saw was the whole, you know, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, blah, blah, blah. And then some even had some curse words. And I thought, I don't need to make lemonade or a margarita or whatever they were saying. So I saw that one, squeeze a day. I just got a piece of scrap white cardstock, hand wrote that with a Sharpie, and try to change a couple different fonts to make it look fun. And then what you saw me there is I took a scrap piece of black cardstock and I just cut what I thought looked like little paws. And I'll use that white Posca pen to draw lines on there so it actually looks like a paw. So it looks like the panda bear is holding the sign, which I think turned out super cute. And I hope you liked it too. Please give me a thumbs up if you do love it. And hit the subscribe button below. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. And again, click on over to my blog to get all the details. And I hope to see you next week. Enjoy. Bye.